What is up guys, Suspense here, and welcome back to another video. Thank you all so much for the recent support, especially those of you who have come from the Batch Floss YouTube channel. Without delay, let's hop into it. Today I'll be doing an in-depth review and giving my thoughts on the Air Jordan 4 Red Thunder, aka Crimson. Let's go ahead and hop into the top-down cam. Alright, starting off with the box, we have a standard Jordan 4 box. Nothing too special here. Here is the box label. This is a US release with the suggested retail tab of $190, and you can reference this for all your legit checking needs. Taking off the lid, we have no stamps on the bottom, and we also have two sets of paper inside the box, the splatter print paper and a smaller standard Nike tissue paper. And that basically runs just in the middle of the box here. And we also have no YCM sticker inside. And just something to take note of is the text on the tray here and the lid. Make sure it looks exactly like this and like this on the lid. And here are the shoes. This should be a relatively quick one. Starting off with the colors and materials, the entire upper is finished in a black Durabuck, which is basically a synthetic nubuck. It's decently soft to the touch, but attracts so much dirt, so I imagine wearing this shoe would be a nightmare if you don't clean them often. We also have red midsoles with a black outsole, which has a red hit up front and a white Jumpman right in the center. And like every other Jordan 4, we do have a visible air unit in the back, and the color inside is white. Now, as far as the Vamp and Rand go, we have a nice round shape here up front, and this is actually like the perfect example of a nice toe box. The material is nice and on top of the Vamp here, and the stitching is very nice as well, and the material on the Rand, it's not a bad cut basically. So this is a very nice toe box. Here is the medial side. It does feature two red TPU lace crowns, a black wing, black rubber netting with a red mesh material behind it, and the medial side also features a join of the material here. As you can see, it is very neat. Here is the lateral side, and it's literally the same thing as the medial side minus the join. For legit checking, you're going to want to go ahead and take note of the parallel stitching underneath the wing here. From what I've seen, Jordan 4 QC is actually pretty tough on this stitching here. Also take note of the shape of the cuts as well, how close they are relative to other panels, etc. A lot of the times you can notice some small differences, height differences, and starting point differences. This could be size dependent, so this is a US size 11, so make sure you're referencing the same size if you are legit checking and trying to make a determination based off that. All right, now as far as laces goes, this pair comes with flat black cotton laces already in, and that's the only pair of laces you're going to get with this shoe. And while we're here, go ahead and take note of the front cage size and shape. Most replicas are a little bit bigger and a lot boxier. This shape here, pretty much consistent on all retail Jordan 4s. Here's a good look at the tongue tag. We have a white Jumpman with red flight text on the bottom. The fidelity is great. The edge fidelity on the Jumpman is good. You can see all four fingers, both laces, and a tiny amount of palm under the ball. And here are the back heel areas. Take note of the width of the top of the back tab, as well as the heel cup height and how close the Jumpman's feet are to it. That's pretty consistent on retails as well. Some replicas have a smaller Jumpman, or the heel cup height is way too low, and it leaves a noticeably bigger gap here. Moving inside, we do have a cardboard shoe tree with the proper sizing up front and die cut sock liner on the bottom. We have a dark blue Ortholite insole with a parallel glue pattern that goes about 3/4 of the way up. The top is just a black cotton with a white Jumpman printed on to the heel. You can take note of the fidelity of the Jumpman printed here as well. Notice the fingers and the laces. Moving inside, we have a nylon strobel with one visible guide hole and a good amount of white stitching, and there is some red guidelines on the strobel as well. And here is the inside size tag for legit checking reference. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hit these with a black light so you know what to expect to see on a retail pair under UV light. The red does react. All of the red actually reacts under UV, turns very bright, even on the outsole here. Always check back here for guidelines on your pair. Not even seeing glue. This is actually a pretty clean pair. Oh yes, I probably forgot to mention this during the actual video. I do have a QC issue here. Straight from Nike, there's like a bunch of scratches and a big slash through my midsole, so that kind of sucks. Pretty much nothing under UV light on this pair. Thank you guys so much for watching my review on the Air Jordan 4 Red Thunder. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, consider subscribing, maybe check out a video that YouTube recommends you here. Anyway, that's it for me today, guys. Thank you again for all the recent support, and I'll see you guys in the next one.